Hello, this is Joe, and welcome back to my channel. The last trading day was December 4. Let us first take a quick look at the broad market performance. The major indices are still maintaining their upward trend. However, I warn you to not be too optimistic. Take QQQ for example. The chart right looks very much like November 7 or August 19. Quick rise accompanied by small volume. This is a clear sign of bullish exhaustion. I believe right now is a good opportunity to lock in your profit rather than aggressively buying. But I do see some great opportunities for individual stocks. We will talk about that later. Let's take a look at the stocks we have been following lately. First up is Snowflake. It gained a massive 6.01% in the last trading day, and the chart looks very bullish right now. There were a lot of short sells since November 21, since the price did not drop since then. It looks like it could be a bear trap, and the massive rise in the last trading day confirms the bears are losing control. They will be scrambling to cover their positions. If you look at the chip distribution, you will see that everyone holding Snow right now has made profit. Anyone who bought Snow above 186 years ago have already sold their position. This means there are no major selling pressure from long-term holders. This is a great opportunity to buy Snow. If you do not have Snow yet, I recommend you to start buying some. It is still not too late yet. Let's turn our attention to COM. As I said in the previous video, I believe a pullback could be in the cards soon. Looks like it is indeed the case. My suggestion would be to consider taking some profits off the table if you have a position in COM. Next, let's look at ONON. The price of ONON dropped slightly and the volume is not high. The uptrend is continuing, but given the overall market condition, I will not suggest you to buy ONON at this level. It looks like a pullback is in the making. Turning to Albemarle, it dropped by 5.92% yesterday. I still think ALB is going to do well in the long run. Given that ALB has just ended a long downtrend, it is normal to see some pullbacks on the way up. The good news is if you look at the chip distribution, those who bought ALB at level above 115 have already sold their position, so there aren't that many selling pressure at the moment. Most of those who are holding ALB bought it at a price above 90, so they have not made a huge profit yet, and they shouldn't be very eager to sell. Therefore, my recommendation is don't be scared of the 5.92% drop yesterday. It should recover relatively soon. Next up is Shopify. Yesterday we have a bar with long upper shadow. This is typically a bearish signal. From the chart it looks like it is forming a double top pattern. Based on this technical pattern, I still expect the stock price to potentially fall back towards the 105 level in the near future. If you have made profit on Shopify, you should lock in some profit now. Next up is Shift4 Payments. It dropped by a massive 12.43% yesterday. I have warned you in my previous video that it is risky to hold for at the moment. I recommend you to lock in your profit. If you have been following my advice, you should do relatively well as the opening price is pretty high. In the last video I also said the support level should be around 104, and with a huge red bar just smashed this support level. Now the chart looks very dangerous. A lot of the investors are trapped at around 102, and this could lead to a cascading selling pressure which brings the price even lower. So my recommendation is to stay away from 4 right now. There are many other opportunities. Next is United Airlines. UAL stock price continues to trend upwards. It gained over 3% yesterday and the chart starts to look bullish again. If you are holding UAL at the moment, you can continue to hold it. I expect it will keep going up in the near future. Next is Boeing. The chart for Boeing looks bullish. The rebound continues and it looks like it is breaking out of the falling wedge. If you do not have Boeing in your portfolio yet, now is a good time to start building a position. Next is TDOC. The price of TDOC is consolidating around 11. The chart looks bullish. It just broke out the consolidation level at around 9. It is normal to see a pullback after breakout. If you look at the chip distribution, most people that bought TDOC at price over 12 have already sold their position. This means the selling pressure is low and it is ready for the next takeoff. If you do not have TDOC now, I suggest you to consider building your position now. Next is FSLY. As I said yesterday, I believe FSLY has bottomed out. It bounced back by 4.47 and yesterday. There were lots of short selling in the past 3 days. If the price continued to rise, it might trigger a short squeeze. Investors who bought FSLY at a price above 10.3 have all sold their positions. There are virtually no selling pressure. It's only the short sellers who are trying desperately to push the price down. Will they succeed? I highly doubt it. If you do not have FSLY in your portfolio yet, I think right now is a very good time to build your position. Next is SoFi Technologies. The uptrend continues. The chart looks very bullish. If you have bought SoFi, you can continue to hold it, but it is also prudent to take some gains off the table now. I expect the price of SoFi to move sideways in the next few trading days. Next is Upstart. The rebound continues, but the next resistance is around 80, which is not too far from the price right now. So I will not recommend you to build a new position at this moment. You can wait until it decisively break out of the resistance and then buy. Next is FTI Aviation. As I said yesterday, you can start to build your position on FTI. It looks like the uptrend is continuing. This uptrend is very long and robust. It may continue for quite some time in the future. If you want to be very cautious, you can wait for the price to drop to around 150. Next, we have Unity. A massive gain of 7.73% with large volume. The chart of Unity looks very bullish. Almost everyone who bought Unity has made profit. Majority of people bought it around 21. The price right now is only 27, which is not that high compared to the average cost. The selling pressure is almost non-existent. This is an excellent opportunity to buy. Stocks like Unity can go up very fast, so act quick. Next is Nuo Brands. I have been talking about NWL in the past 2 videos and recommended you to buy. If you have followed my advice, you should have made some very nice profit already. If you have not, I still think it is not too late to buy. The short-term target for NWL is 11.5, so there are still some nice profit to be made. Almost everyone who is holding NWL now is making profit. The selling pressure is minimal. I believe this is just the beginning of an uptrend. Next is PAGS. I think the price of PAGS is going to take out soon. On now 25 there was a large volume. That when most people who bought NWL at a price over 11 sold their position. With these people gone, the selling pressure is smaller. The huge volume means large investors are actively building their position. There are some volatility recently. This is completely normal and it is actually a good sign. Many investors who bought PAGS at a price over 11 are still holding on to their position stubbornly. The intention of the recent volatility is force them to sell. Once they sell, the price is going to take off very soon. Next, we have Atlas Energy Solutions. The bulls or bears are still fighting to take control. Let's wait and see for a few more days. Once the bull takes control, you should start to build your position quickly. I will keep watching the stock. That's it for today. If there are any other stocks you'd like me to analyze in future videos, please leave a comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more analysis and insights. Until next time, stay informed and happy trading.